want to talk the technical details, I'm going to refer you to my colleagues in the coffee break just now. So maybe June and Kerry can raise their hands so you know who to speak to.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's really good because what you've shown there is a very clear demonstration of the value proposition of the discrete level group approach to these sorts of integrated and fused sort of data sets. It's great to see.
Thanks.
Does this turn?
Maybe that way.
Just a comment. The second last example that you showed how distributed services are interrelated. I recently learned about the electric grid, something that I was talking about in the morning. When power goes out, hospitals are one of the critical services, and so they have to come back on first. And the first thing they care about are their vaccines, and for that they need to know how soon and how quick can they get ice.
Thanks. That's an interesting use case. I mean, I think one of the problems or opportunities that we have as a company is we're typically trying to work with customers who don't necessarily understand the value of location, and so we have to kind of try and find ways of being able to show them something that they haven't seen before so they can start understanding why it's important. But nearly all of these customers, companies have location-based data and they have problems that can be solved in a spatial way. They just don't necessarily recognize the value of doing that.
So I have a question. So I do a lot of the same stuff, so I'm very interested in your presentation. One of the problems I often find with combining geographic data with non-geographic data is that people want to do a query which has geography as well as attribute queries, and trying to figure out how to make that query performant is incredibly difficult. So what have been your strategies for that?
So I think up until now, obviously we're working with the kinds of customers where we have kind of long-standing relationships, we understand something of their data, something of what they're trying to do, but I think part of the challenge that we see coming with 5G, Internet of Things, is that we're going to be moving into new use cases and new areas, answering questions that we haven't really thought about before, and that will become more and more important. And so we just have brilliant technical people who help us with those things. But I think, on the indexing side of things, we're particularly interested to start understanding exactly that, like how many different things do we need to support in order to answer all the different use cases. Thanks. I think you get coffee now.
Thank you.
All right. 15 minutes, 15. So we're back at 10 after.
Excellent. Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too. It was Boulder.
This is your first the last Ireland this group here. The group is out of Italy that's been working on a lot of moving interesting things. They were talking about hospitals locating all their emergency somewhere. And so literally having those sensors on every piece of I think there's Giovanni that was fantastic. Anyway, he's been very often he's not at this conference, but he did a pretty good. Everyone talks about they're doing something in this company right now.
It never like comes off of the slide share.
The problem is, they have to move these around. If they cannot get time, they can get a $400 bill by like
Yes.
We had this.
That's music. I mean, one of the things we're surprised.
So I'm the wrong side from the airport, so I can go drive to somewhere that's more away
Bridges to the just a huge call for like some kind of organized. It just sends stuff.
Everyone's got their own data size. And then well, that's what we do.
I mean, what do you guys do in the city?
Wait to fall for no, there's a lot to learn from there. And also one of the things that we do is
So, I mean,
there
I would say, maybe it's easier to consider today. I have to be there.
There's some predictive things and warning, and then that becomes irrelevant at some point, right? And then it's a question of disaster and recovery.
I need to know where
Because
this
the switch over, like,
how that
it's too late, right? And
so I mean, it's
so there's a lot of things that
no, we want to do. So that was
if this happens, you've got like 6 minutes.
right. Yeah, I know. I mean, Japan is phenomenal.
It would be good to be in a big plan, which made me realise my
Maybe right here. Probably not in Oakland.
I think you struggle to make people believe you having had a background in sales, so you can't emphasize that halfway house.
the processing. You've got beautiful
Location.
Well, and you know, while that's money, what about
the nice thing, certainly,
What's the value?
Right, well, beyond his fault, I have to
it allows you to
somebody who much uses want to know if this is product management and software. No.
temporarily I have to
Is it like a
So we need time. I have about 3 weeks, and then my gap closes.
You know, and then the thing is the Australia has a
Temporary reporting time, but it's only for like 3 weeks. So I have a meeting on Friday. So I can, he wants to talk about other things like, what criteria he's using for time. How do I get some money for my people? I don't even know what my job's going to be next year, right? Because they're probably going to be
the number of
whoever
places
comes in.
that
So it's kind of like my one pitch to get started.
I mean, just off the
At the moment, I have a wedge in there.
One of the things I find that's so interesting is I would have thought
We'll get a new boss and give me challenges. I'll try to do something. If I do like desktop nothing, it'd be great.
we're talking about
It's like
putting the
now
You said it's
a
going
lot of
to
things to do.
which doesn't make that much sense to me. But that's so. It's fairly obvious what kind of places to go.
that's right.
No, you're not. You know, like, and you're transmitting.
You're not
gonna go for
Oh my
all
God.
this data
See the first.
like way more than
It's a lot, right? So
is ever in the
original.
original.
we're already. And it's really funny when you talk to people about that, people don't understand what it means. So it's nice to do meters, because even if Americans don't know what it is, so I say meters.
Uh,
Is there
Requirements for basically interoperability protocols,
So, yeah,
That's why big data
it is interesting the way.
or at least specification.
You'll see that all, I see it all over TV.
Well, hey, I want to use this series.
Things that have
What is
so I've been HPC works for a while. HPC core has been warming up to be able to use lots of data because their use space has been different. Now it has gotten to where we can run. And a lot of it has been driven by large ensembles. I'm trying to ensemble, sure, it's like a collection of stuff, but it's an entity. We need to pick, running a bunch of stuff to design something meaningful from a combination of all of those. And so that's where they've become somewhat more receptive to it's also needs accessible. So we have data and see this is in this
everything else.
I think there's going to be a bigger discussion.
You get me.
That pieces of the problem, I mean,
That ability to kind of be flexible, but also like have the extreme
Right.
Early trade.
Yeah, and you know, like,
I mean, that's
sort of almost twisting my
startup solutions, startup
sometimes, and I many times, sometimes the limited time the work is really hard to some other things. Sometimes they come in, sometimes come up with something so, for example,
smaller
we used to do
they move away from equal ownership. So the area which you
doing things in big enough the whole thing with map reviews and everything else. Actually, right? You know, and then, but then you have these other things like, I mean, I'm old enough. There's a lot of function calls in there, like, what are you doing? Putting all that information on the stack and back out, right? So all those treasured things, yes. Really? Are they really?
No, they're not.
Oh, good. I avoided it the first time.
That's a good idea.
Are all these presentations can be put?
Yes, they will. No, I should start loading.
The intermediate would be the answer, right? The intermediate.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Will they be in the same master folder as the rest of the Windows 2016?
There will at least be a URL link in PC.
We have a 3D MS folder waiting to
Do you?
over there.
Is that a
3D geospatial model simulation something yesterday.
But that's not, we'll end up putting,
We'll then do it, put it out, but
DGGIS and something totally, well, you maybe don't, but there'll be a folder for this about station towers in the
new folder for the TC.
Okay, that's where I'll put it, but there's a couple of ways.
In the room. Okay. I've been bringing coffee.
You're in direct violation of the prime directive.
Nice to meet you.
And I don't know what you consider roads going up there. Not yet after being able to do any of it. First thing is go to that one. If you look at the first one, how are you? Every time I see you, it's a different job.
No, it's all in the same focus. I'll set myself.
We are in our.
You know, it was all right. But now I do. So it doesn't last
Okay.
So yeah, that was okay.